welcome to the Pixelated Popcorn Podcast. My name is Matt.
And I'm Tyler.
Hello, buddy. It's been a couple of
Yeah,
weeks.
been a couple of weeks. We've kind of took a bit of time off. You got sick, so that was not fun for you.
No, it certainly was not.
Yeah, we had debated if we were going to do like a recording, but like Matt was freaking sick as a dog, so we decided to just take a bit of a hiatus just so
Still
he
am.
gets better. Yeah,
Oh,
he's still not feeling the best, but I mean, you're doing a lot better than what you were.
Yeah, fucking was. You have no idea. It was atrocious.
But damn, dude, what an interesting day.
What a weird day, eh?
I know.
What a weird day.
I woke up like because I woke up early today because I had work today. But like I woke up early and I was seeing like a couple of photos and that, and I was like, what's going on? And it turns out,
yeah,
there's been some set photos.
Ham. So yeah,
we're not gonna say what they are yet.
Let's
we're gonna cook it. We're gonna cook it. and then we'll unleash it.
Let's start off with some other topics first, eh?
All right, so we've got a couple. You've got some topics.
Yeah,
I've
I
only
do.
got the one.
You've got the main one.
I've got the main one, but I'm glad you've got some topics because I haven't seen anything that's interested me. But
Really?
go for us. No,
Okay.
nothing.
So the first things first. All right. Give me 1 second. Okay, so to kick off the show for today, our first topic for today. Oh my god, you have to now fucking create. Oh, what the fuck?
All right, what's going on now? This happens every show.
No, it's just Collider's just changed the way that you can
of
read
course.
stuff. So
You got to do a subscription, don't you?
yeah, not subscription, but you just got to sign up, like sign in.
Ugh,
All right.
All
Okay.
right,
So, do you remember a little movie that Disney did years ago with Jamie Lee Curtis and Lindsay Lohan?
was that Freaky Friday?
It was Freaky Friday. Well,
We're finally getting that sequel that they've been talking about for years.
fans can rejoice as Disney confirms Freaky Friday 2 has officially started filming with Jamie Lee Curtis and Lindsay Lohan returning. Social media posts reveals both leads back in action. Sorry, give me a second. Reveals both leads back in action, fulfilling long-time viewer dreams to see Tess and Anna Coleman again. Disney has confirmed that Freaky Friday 2 has begun filming through a social media post. The picture the studio shared this morning featured both Jamie Lee Curtis and Lindsay Lohan. Sorry, what happened there?
I don't know. That was weird. I don't get what happened just then.
That's very odd.
Yeah.
Well, I'll just say it again.
Yeah. God damn it.
With Disney confirming that Freaky Friday 2 has begun filming through a social media post, the picture the studio shared this morning featured both Jamie Lee Curtis and Lindsay Lohan, with the performers more than ready to reprise their roles.
Okay.
It's been years since audiences caught up with Tess and Anna Coleman, but after a long time of viewers asking to see the characters once again, they'll finally get their wish.
God. Freaky Friday.
What
This one we're talking about. 2003 is when the first one happened. It's been a decade. 2 decades to be exact. It's been 2 decades. Like, it's literally been like it's been.
I will bring up the photo.
It was 11 years ago. Oh wow! So the Colemans are back and coming to see it. So next year they're going to be coming to. They're going to be coming to
us. Yeah.
That's cool. So give some time to cook. And look, I'll be honest. I did see Freaky Friday.
I've seen it. It was a great movie. I loved Freaky Friday.
It was hilarious.
It was a good remake.
It was a remake of like the film from 1976 with like it had Jodie Foster and Barbara Harris, which was even more hilarious. The fact it was Jodie Foster as a child doing Freaky Friday.
Ah, it was funny. So
Yeah.
funny.
Honestly, it's a good like funny film. It's a good like swap film, and I reckon it was really good. I reckon it was hilarious.
Yeah. Oh, I agree.
So keep an eye out next year. Freaky Friday
Yeah, next
2.
year. So
I'm a little worried.
the official production announcement from Freaky Friday 2 below. A release date for the sequel hasn't been announced yet.
Yes, yet. But look, I'll be pretty
Would you
worried
like to
because
train
I always
in
get
the
worried when I
US
do
and bring your
sequels
skills
from, like,
home to
franchises
Australia
that
for a
have literally
long-term
not
career
been
sustaining
any type of
nuclear-powered
thoughtful
Oh my god,
franchise.
hang on. Sorry, what was that?
What happened?
Video playing in the background.
Oh, for goodness sake! I haven't got a video playing.
No,
in the
me.
background. Oh, for goodness sake! We're doing well today, guys. Technical difficulties are
Nah,
our number
it's
one game
just
here.
these videos today. They're just fucking video pop-ups on this website. It's just
Oh
insane.
no, yeah. But anyway,
Keep going.
I was always a little bit worried about sequels, particularly after like almost like 2 decades. Like again, they did Hocus Pocus 2, and that didn't do well commercially. Like,
Well, didn't. It's hard to say what if it did well commercially because that was a straight to Disney Plus film,
straight
wasn't
to
it?
Disney Plus one, and I don't know. I don't think like Freaky Friday 2 is not going to be straight to Disney Plus. Which I was very surprised that Hocus Pocus 2 actually was straight to Disney Plus, considering that the original
Yeah.
film released in theaters
Yeah, I
all
agree.
those years ago. I don't get why they did that, but the one like, again, whenever I think of sequels that take like from films that came like years prior, I think of the sequel to Independence Day and how terrible that was, and how much
I
of
forgot about that.
it was such a terrible film. I went to go see it in theaters because again, I love Independence Day. It's one of my favorite like alien invasion films. It's awesome. Went to go watch that sequel. Vastly disappointed. The fact that they just didn't do anything. They didn't cook. They didn't. You had this awesome material from the original, and yet you just don't use it. You just brought back Jeff Goldblum and like three members of the original cast. The rest of them don't even come out. Hell, Will Smith doesn't even show up.
I mean, he fully saw that script and went, fuck that shit.
Yeah, probably. He probably saw that script and went, nope, I think I'm good. Have a nice day. And walked away.
Yep.
And again, we have sequels coming this year. I mean, we got Beetlejuice 2.
We've got a couple of sequels.
Beetlejuice 2,
And
we got
actually, a lot of the topics tonight are sequels. So,
which is interesting. But so Freaky Friday 2, I'll be keeping an eye on that again.
I'll be keeping an eye on it. I love the original,
my sister and I watched the original back in the day, so we'll probably see this one together because again, we really liked it. So
it was good.
All right, let's move on. What else we got, Matt?
Well, while we're on the topic of sequels, let's go on with one that we've been waiting for quite a while as well. So, we're nearing the 25th anniversary of when Shrek first glanced our screens, and it has been nearly 15 years since the last outing of Shrek, Donkey, and Princess Fiona. Can you believe that?
25 years?
15, it's been nearly 15 years, yeah.
Since the last film. I love Shrek.
The good news...
I love the original and the sequel.
It won't be long until you see them again. In an interview with Collider's Steve Weintraub, for his upcoming film Beverly Hills Cop Axel F, Eddie Murphy has revealed some exciting news for fans of the beloved Shrek franchise. During the interview, Weintraub touched on the recent success of animated films like Kung Fu Panda 4 and the latest Puss in Boots movie, with both of which have reignited interest in the Shrek series. Kung Fu Panda 4 grossed $545.3 million following its release this year, taking the total cum of the franchise to over $2.3 billion. While Puss in Boots, The Last Wish, pulled in a barnstorming $485.2 million globally, which was over 5 times its reported production budget. Both films helpfully were also critically praised. But in his response to about Shrek, Murphy revealed, "We started doing Shrek 4 or 5 months ago. I did this. I recorded the first. Yep.
They actually started production.
Yep. I recorded the first act, and we'll be doing it this year. We'll finish it up. Shrek is coming out, and Donkey's gonna have his own movie. We're gonna do a Donkey as well. So we're gonna do a Shrek, and we're doing a Donkey movie." Murphy, who has voiced a lovable and hilarious Donkey since the original Shrek film debuted in 2001, elaborated on the plans for his character's solo film. When asked if he was recording for both projects simultaneously, he clarified, "No, not at the same time. I started recording Shrek. I think it's coming out 2025, and we're doing Donkey 1 next."
That's cool. So instead of like back to back, it kind of gives him time to you get that new Shrek film, and then once that's all done, all the all the type of press for it and showcasing it off, new trailer and that, you eventually move on to production for the Donkey film, which I think it's cool because Puss in Boots has had his film, and why not Donkey get his own film? We can kind of understand where the hell he comes from. We kind of explain that. I would like to know where he comes from because we don't know where he comes from. We only know a little.
Whether
bit
or not,
the
I don't think
Shrek.
it's I don't think it'll be. It might be an origin. We don't know.
Might be.
It's still in the cooking process, I guess.
Yeah, but goddamn Shrek. I mean, that's crazy. They started that 5 months ago.
Yeah.
His thing. Eddie Murphy didn't have to say anything.
No, he didn't.
But I think he wanted to.
I think it's about time. We've known about this movie for a while now, for quite a few years, and it's been dead quiet. So
yeah,
I think the fact that he's come out now saying, we've recorded it, we needed confirmation that it was still happening.
God, I remember going to cinemas to watch Shrek. Did you ever go to the cinemas to watch Shrek?
I don't think I went to the cinemas for the first one. I remember watching that on DVD. I remember seeing the second one. And I remember at the cinema they sold this little doll. It had one of those sensory squishy balls as his gut, and what it was inside of his gut, there was all babies and stuff like that. It was funny.
Oh my god, it's weird. That's weird. But no, my mom actually took me to go see Shrek, the original Shrek in cinemas. I was super excited because I watched the trailers and I really liked the trailers for it, and I went to go to watch Shrek and I loved it. I always will Shrek.
It's the best adult animated film of all time.
Here's the thing: DreamWorks were unknown at the time until Shrek happened. Once Shrek happened, goddamn, the floodgates just opened because of how successful it was. And now here's the thing: do I think DreamWorks went downhill after all the success of Shrek? Yeah.
The quality of Shrek went down too.
Yeah.
That's why I haven't really been looking forward to Shrek 5, but because the others have been average, very average. I don't think anything can beat 2.
No. Shrek 1 and 2, particularly 2. 2 was the best one in my opinion. I love the original Shrek. It is a classic, but Shrek 2 took everything that Shrek 1 has and just made it better.
Yeah.
It made it 10 times better. You added a better story. You added much more fairy tale characters and gave twists on them. Like, for example, Prince Charming. He's not the good guy we all think. He's a dick. And Fairy Godmother is pure evil. That's what made it cool. I also loved how the different aspects of
I love the cops reference too.
Oh god, that was hilarious.
It's just it was Shrek 1 and Shrek 2. There was just so many pop culture references. It wasn't even funny, but they worked. They worked though. That's the thing.
You did Shrek 3, which again, it was okay, but not the greatest. And then Shrek Forever After was my letdown. I was disappointed with
I didn't even see it.
I did see it.
Because then you also had those spin-off Christmas specials that they were doing as well, and that's where it started to die.
Yeah, that's where it started to die, and then freaking DreamWorks just left freaking Shrek after Shrek Forever After, which again I'm not the biggest fan of. And then they started doing the Trolls films, which I despise. The Trolls films, they are awful. And also they did
Sharknado.
No, what's it called again? Shark's Tale, something like
Shark Tale. That was a good movie.
Yeah, the only reason why I got good is because of how many celebrity singers and voices I got into that. And also, a lot of the songs they did for... Yeah.
You didn't like Shark Tale?
No. I'm sorry. That's my...
The one with Will Smith, Robert De Niro, Jack Black, Martin Scorsese, Renee Zellweger, Angelina Jolie.
I don't like the animation for the fish. I think they look weird. I don't like it.
It wasn't like Nemo, but it was still good.
That's my controversial opinion about it. I prefer Finding Nemo over Shark Tale. Sorry. That's just my opinion. I love Finding Nemo. It's one of my favorite films. And Shark Tale, That's how I feel about it.
Wow.
But honestly, that's how it is. Anyway, we're excited for Shrek. We're excited for the Donkey film. Whatever they're going to choose for it. Whether it be an origin story or maybe a different separate story for Donkey. Who knows? But I am so excited to see Shrek again. I'm so excited to actually sit down in cinemas and watch Shrek. I know it won't be Disney because it's not owned by Disney. It'll be going to cinemas. It won't be on any type of streaming service. Thank the Lord. Keep it that way. Let films go back to the cinemas. I love going to cinemas and go watch a film.
Yep, I agree.
All right, let's continue on.
Okay. Well, still on the topic of sequels, I guess. The Batman 2 gets a promising update
Yes. What is that update?
from Mr. Andy Serkis.
Okay, so Andy Serkis playing Alfred Pennyworth.
So, second only to James Gunn's Superman, one of the most highly anticipated projects that has already been confirmed. Just got an exciting new update from one of its leading stars. In an interview with Popverse, Alfred actor Andy Serkis sat down and talked about the Batman Part 2, revealing when the project is currently scheduled to begin production and also dropping some new information about the script. Matt Reeves' genius behind this new iteration of The Dark Knight and his vision of darker Gotham combined with Robert Pattinson's performances worked well in the eyes of movie fans. When asked about the timeline for filming and the script, Serkis has this to say. Basically, I know nothing about the movie other than that I've just found out that we are probably likely to start filming early next year. Therefore,
Okay, so this,
if you do the math, it'll be a year and a half after that. I know Matt Reeves is working really hard on the script. Matt Reeves being Matt Reeves, the extraordinary filmmaker that he is. I can only assume that it's going to be another brilliant script, because I thought what he did with the first film was pretty amazing. I loved working with Robert Pattinson, and I really look forward to playing Alfred once more.
I'm really excited to see the dynamic because when you watch in the first film, there is a bit of a
You felt the
it's-
tension between each other.
Oh hell yeah! Because those things because Alfred doesn't want him to do this, but Bruce wants to do this, and I think what the next film is going to realize is that those two Rob Pattinson's Batman Bruce is going to have to understand he can't do this alone. He needs support, and I think that's Alfred's going to have to realize that he's starting to see when he sees like the footage of Bruce helping out the people in City Hall, actually being that symbol, being what he needs to be. I think that's when Alfred's going to come around and basically say, hey, I want to help you. I want to support you. I believe in you. We need to change this city for the better. We need to clean it up after what Riddler did.
Yeah, definitely. I think his iteration, like, for me, it's very much that MI agent type of backstory for Alfred
Yeah.
in this, which is what he is.
He was a former-
Was
he
he
was a-
always that in the comics? No, he
No,
never was.
they've
But
changed.
they
again, Alfred
they have really dived more into Alfred's backstory throughout the years in comic book lore and all that, and
Mhm.
I like that we're finally starting to see some of that lore in
in live action.
live action. I mean, we had the
Because we
Pennyworth
haven't
show
seen
as
it
well.
before. Yeah.
Did you watch Pennyworth?
I did see a couple episodes of it. It didn't really struck me as well, but I do read the comics. I know that Alfred Pennyworth did serve time in the service.
It's what I
Yeah.
loved in Beware the Batman, the most underrated
Yes.
fucking animated series.
I know.
It did not
I
get
did
it did not get a well-deserved run. I
No,
am
it
still
sucks.
calling out for a season 2 of that.
I would love that. I didn't mind. I didn't mind Beware the Batman. It was a different take on Batman. It was a different take on how he protects the city. I also loved how Alfred taught him.
It
how
was
to
just the
fight,
fact
how
that
to-
Cartoon Network fucked them over. They put them
Yeah.
on in a late time slot, so no one was watching it.
No, it's because they're.
It was
Network's
so
dumb,
shit.
and
It was so.
it's also-
I hated the way it happened.
also another reason why Cartoon Network is kind of a bit redundant nowadays.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they kept canceling, because they kept putting shows on the wrong show times and ruining things, and then they wondered, wait, what? No, what's your shows? Oh, precious shows! I'm like, because you guys put on the wrong shows at the wrong fucking times, you idiot.
Yeah. Yeah.
But anyway, but again, I'm excited for the Batman Part 2. It's one of my most anticipated like film of all time. I'm excited for it. I know that it comes out. They start filming next year. It'll be 2026 by the time we watch it, I guarantee you that.
It's rumored that it's going to be October 2026.
Okay, so that makes sense. Obviously, I like the fact that they're. I love that if it's rumored to be October, then I'm excited because that's just Halloween, and I like a Halloween release, particularly for Batman, because
What
why
if
the
it's
hell
what if
not?
that's intentional? What if the next one's an adaptation of the Long Halloween?
I mean, that would be cool, but obviously, I know Matt
I mean,
Reeves
look, we
is.
kind of already got that in the first one, so
We kind of got there already with the first one. The one thing that makes me excited more about with this version of Batman, with the Batman Part Two, is who the hell is the villain going to be? Because we don't know yet. There are rumors about who the
there's
villain might
rumors that
be.
it's Freeze. There's rumors that it's Clayface.
There's rumors that
Um,
it might be it might be the Joker as well, which I don't want them to do yet. Here's the thing, okay? Yes, there is confirmation the Joker is in this universe. He does exist. Batman's already caught him and put him in Arkham, but I don't want it to be the
I don't
Joker
think he
yet.
caught him and put him in Arkham.
I think he did.
I don't think so. I don't think they've met yet.
No,
I
they have. Remember in that the deleted scene. He's already caught him in his first year
mm,
because they never tell anything about his first year as Batman. They never said anything, but that deleted scene confirms it that he pretty much caught him in his first
it,
year.
but
He-
does it though? That's the thing,
Yeah.
though. It's a deleted scene for a reason. So
well, if it's
yeah, the deleted scene came out, but that doesn't confirm that now they can't. That means they can change that. They can't. They could still say no, he hasn't caught him. He was already a nutcase that was there.
I honestly believe he caught him in his first year. I honestly believe that. I really do.
I don't know.
Or look, honestly, we don't know. That's the thing. We're speculating here because we have no idea.
I would still.
about
I
this
would love.
version.
I would still love to have Mister Freeze, and we can have that and make him more real, where we don't have him as a guy, a guy with a gun that freezes people. You can still make it real. You can still make it dark. Instead of freezing people with a ray gun, you
Make it like a
cryogenetic him.
Yeah, maybe. Look, I
He
don't know,
goes
I don't know.
around. He goes around Gotham, kidnaps people, and cryogenetics them. You know.
Yeah. Look, whoever they choose, honestly, look, I would love it if they choose like other type of. I mean, fuck, I would love them to choose Clayface. That would be so cool. I would love Clayface because I love Basil Karlo. I love that villain. I want villains that would mess with Batman's head. Fuck, I want Mad Hatter. Mad Hatter would be such a brilliant villain. Or even hell, you can do Scarecrow. Do Scarecrow the right way. Not like not like so realistic that he's just a guy wearing a suit and a mask looking at you, Batman Begins. But make it seem like he's some crazed like psychiatrist who literally is demented. And make him look like a
I mean, honestly, though,
terrifying
in this world,
Scarecrow.
though, out of anyone that could really work well into it, it would be kind of. I guess you could kind of say he's a little bit boring because he's like a side villain, but you could easily do Victor Zaz.
You could do Victor Zsasz. You could do that serial killer style. But they've already done that. They've already done that with the Riddler. He
Yeah,
was like
but that's the world that we're in.
Zodiac killer.
That's what
I know.
we're in, though. So you could easily do it, and just you know,
If
that's
they
the whole
do
point of
Clay-
this world. Is it's very much a detective serial killer based vibe. I mean, if you really, really think about it, at the end of the day, every Batman villain is a serial killer. So
Yeah, every single one's a serial killer, but they all have different effects and purposes. Honestly, look, if they're gonna go for villains, I have a couple of favorites. First and foremost, if you're gonna do Mr. Freeze, I know you're gonna hate me for it, but I really want the freeze gun. It's iconic. It's part of his whole-
don't think that what I don't want that, but I'm just saying what could fit in that world would be more cryogenetic because they are
Here's the
going
thing,
for
though,
more
we're going
realism
off-
stuff. So
I wouldn't really call this world realistic, considering of how much bullets that bloody bat suit absorbed. You're calling this realistic? He took a point blank shot.
shotgun, I know that part is not realistic, but that's also film realistic, right?
I know, but here's the
That's
thing, though.
action
When he
film
got
stuff.
shot
But
by
what
the-
I'm talking about is like the world building, the way the killers are set up. It's very much more of a realism type of aspect.
I reckon do what they did with, like, again, you could do that he is, that he had a freak accident and that he is trying to save his wife. He could be trying to commit, he probably has a reason why he freezes people because maybe he's trying to take fucking parts from them or something like that. instead of cryogenically, he could be doing that. He could be kidnapping people. I don't know. I just don't want him to be like some random guy who just goes around and like this this kidnaps people to cryogenically froze them. I want
Well,
him to
I don't
look
think so
like
because
he's
even in the Batman, the Riddler's backstory though, there was a well-deserved reason behind that.
yeah. He
And
was an
Matt Reeves
orphan.
will
He
be
was a
able to will be able to have a better explanation than what we're coming up with.
Yeah.
He's the story writer. He's the one
He's
that's
the story
creating it.
writer, and
So
look, who are the
he'll be
villain
able
they're
to
gonna
easily do it. So
I mean, they could throw a curveball right at us and not give us any of the villains we're talking about. He could literally go for villains that we really could freak out. I mean, for goodness sake, he could throw a curveball and say, "Hey, we got Two Face." I'm like, "What? How? How are we down here yet?" He could do that. Hell, he could even do even some really obscure Batman villains like Calendar Man. That'd be an interesting one.
actually, there's one that we're really overlooking,
What's that one?
and they kind of teased it in the last one actually.
What was that?
Hush.
They could do Hush. Ah, they could totally do Hush. And it can be Thomas Elliot. It has to be because he's Bruce's best friend. Has to be.
They
Thomas
could
Elliot.
do that, and they hinted at it in the last movie too. It was in that.
They did.
It was in on the newspaper clippings, I think,
It
or
said
something like
Hush.
that. Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
it's a very good reference to a Batman villain from Batman. Hush,
Honestly,
which
one
I
of the
love.
best comic runs.
Yeah, one of the best. Honestly, I think it's one of the best comic book runs ever done for Batman. And look, if they're gonna do Hush, then hell yeah, that could work. It could be a serial killer, but it has much more of a personal reason for Bruce because he finds out it's his friend. It's Thomas Elliot who's killing these people. Who's stealing
spoiler.
their faces. If you've never, come on, guys, seriously, Batman Hush has been out for years. If you haven't read it yet, then sorry, you've literally been spoiled. But like, seriously, it's been out for almost like how long now? Almost like 20 years.
Yeah, I actually don't know when.
It's been out for a
Hush
long
came out.
time. So if you haven't read Batman Hush yet, it's not really a spoiler. You do figure it out eventually, but
Just don't watch
seriously.
the anime movie. That it butchered it.
Yeah, that was a disappointment. They totally changed that and made it dumb.
Made it the
Honestly,
Riddler.
yeah, spoiler alert, it was the Riddler, which I don't get. Why the Riddler? I don't know. Maybe Reeves looked at it and went, yeah, I'm not going to do that if I do put Hush in my film.
It's like Arkham Origins,
Oh, yeah.
right? They set it up for that with someone else, and then surprise, surprise, surprise! It wasn't that. It was the Joker. But yeah. Anyway, are you guys interested in the Batman 2? Please let us know down below. We will be very much looking forward to seeing your feedback. All right. With that down, we'll go on to the next one. So we have an update as well for another big picture that we are looking forward to as well. British actor Joseph Quinn has given a new update on the upcoming superhero feature film, The Fantastic Four. Quinn will be playing Johnny Storm, known as the Human Torch, when operating under his superhero pseudonym. The actor will be working alongside a stellar cast of A-listers, including Pedro Pascal as Reed Richards, aka Mr. Fantastic, Vanessa Kirby as Sue Storm, aka the Invisible Woman, and Eben Moss Backrack, is that how you pronounce his last name? As Ben Grimm, aka The Thing. The highly anticipated reboot will be the Fantastic Four and will be the first time that the full team appear in the MCU after seeing John Krasinski's alternate Mr. Fantastic in Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. The update comes just days before Quinn's appearance in an upcoming sci-fi horror A Quiet Place Day 1. The prequel and the third installment of A Quiet Place trilogy. Quinn will be blah, 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 blah. I'm trying to find what he's said. Speaking with comic book, Joseph Quinn has teased what fans are in for with Marvel's latest Fantastic Four venture. Discussing the project, Quinn explained his excitement for the film, saying, "It's been a wonderful experience so far. We've got a wonderful gang on it, with Pedro Pascal, Vanessa Kirby, Eben Moss Backrack, to name but a few. I'm very excited." Quinn went on to describe how he is feeling, saying, "I'm nervous, obviously. I'm really looking forward to getting into it. The script is amazing," describing directors Matt Shakman of the MCU's WandaVision as fantastic. Quinn said the intention behind it is we're going for it. So that's the update. Nothing too major, but he's saying that the script's pretty damn good. So what are your thoughts on that, man?
Look, I'm excited for the Fantastic Four in general. I think the cast is really good. We had talked about this We talked about this a few days. We talked about this actually just yesterday about John Krasinski's version of Mr. Fantastic. And here's the thing. I love Pedro Pascal. I reckon he's a fantastic actor. I mean, for goodness sake, he gave us Joel from The Last of Us. He's been in Game of Thrones. He's literally been in so many different
He's the
projects. Unbelievable.
Mandalorian.
He's a Mandalorian, for God's sake. Do I see him as Mr. Fantastic? Yes and no. For one, I need to see a trailer before I can fully judge him on his talent as Reed Richards. I still see John Krasinski as perfect as Reed Richards, and I loved him in Multiverse of Madness. I wish we got more with him. I also loved how the suit looks on him. That was
I agree.
Suit.
It was a great suit.
I just wish we had got a little bit more time with him. Also, I just wish he was a bit smarter because he was as dumb as a freaking doorstop in Multiverse of Madness. Specifically telling Scarlet Witch about what Black Bolt can do. Are you kidding me? Really? Really?
Yeah,
you're going to do that shit? That was dumb. That was dumb. But look,
That
besides
movie,
that...
there was a few issues in that movie.
Yeah, there were a few questionable decisions in Multiverse of Madness. But again, we're not here to talk about Multiverse of Madness.
No, but I agree though. Like it really set up our hopes and expectations for Reed Richards and the Fantastic Four, with having Krasinski in it. And then they came out saying, no, that was just a different person, different Reed Richards altogether. You're not going to get him now. You know, they gave it to us and they ripped it away from us. So, but look, overall though, I think though that Pedro's gonna nail it. I am very excited for this movie, but also very cautious. This will be the technically fourth time.
No, this is the fifth time because you had the first one from the 80s, which was terrible.
Oh yeah.
You had the one with Chris Evans before he discussed Captain America. Then you had the sequel, which they did. That counts. Then you had the freaking abomination that was Josh Trank's.
You forgot one.
Which one did I forget?
You forgot the 1994 one.
There was a 1994 one?
Yeah.
Well, I think
maybe this is the 80s one you're probably thinking of.
That's the 80s one. There was one that never showed. They didn't even show it in cinemas because it was terrible. It was so bad. I don't think it was a 94 one because they didn't. Yeah, that's the one. Was that 94?
94.
Yeah, alright, so that's the one I mean. Not 80s. That's 94. They never showed that film. It was unreleased because it was so bad. It was awful. Absolutely awful. I'm talking one of the worst movies that's ever been made, and the fact is that it didn't get released because it was awful.
No, but you can watch it on YouTube, so...
Yes, you can. That's the thing. You can go watch it on YouTube. If you want to go watch probably one of the worst movies ever made, go look up the 1994 Fantastic Four because it's awful. Everything about it is terrible.
You know what, though? Looking at it, the thing looks better, though, than the 2016 one.
Yeah, the 2016... look, one day I'm going to do a breakdown of that film. Like, maybe one day. I don't know, but like I've seen it. Here's the thing, okay? I didn't want to buy a copy or even stream a copy. You know what I did one night many years ago? I watched it on television. It was premiering on I think it was on 7 May or something like that.
Yeah, right.
I actually watched it. I went through advertisements and watched this whole movie, and I literally broke it down as much as I could, and I will say the same thing. It is one of the worst superhero movies.
It had potential.
It had so much potential.
And the thing is, what I was surprised with that is that it came from
Josh Trank.
Not just
did
that,
a really awesome. Who was also producing that? Who was producing that?
Give me a second.
I'm curious. Let me have a check. Who the hell produced the
writer behind it? Right, was Simon Kinberg.
Hang on, I'm gonna look. Give me a second. I'm just gonna look it up.
We went from a guy that did Days of Future Past, that wrote Days of Future Past, and First Class, right, and then that came out.
Jesus. All right. So here's the cool thing. Okay, here's the crazy thing about Fantastic Four.
So Fantastic Four came out, right? He wrote that. From there on in. Right, literally. So Fantastic Four came out the year after Days of Future Past. From that, after Fantastic Four, he then wrote X-Men Apocalypse, then Dark Phoenix. You know, so you've gone from being a fucking stellar rider in Days of Future Past to what the fuck did you just do?
What I do? What?
That type of rider, like
Oh, I thought
like-
you were talking about me for a second. Like I did something.
it was just so disappointing.
I was looking at like production.
Like watching
for
Days of Future Past gave me hope that Fantastic Four was going to be good, and Josh
it
Trank,
definitely was.
everything that Josh Trank was saying he was going to do, and that Fox got their hands in it. It just went downhill.
I was just reading it. So this premiered at the Williamsburg Cinemas in New York City, August 5th, 2015, and was released August 7th in the United States to critical and commercial failure. The film was panned by critics and audience alike, who called the film woefully misguided without the humor, joy, or colorful thrills found in the source material. It is often ranked among the worst superhero movies ever made. The film grossed. Here's the thing: the film actually grossed 167.9 million worldwide against a production budget of 120 million, losing 20th Century Fox over $80 million. At the 36th Golden Raspberry Awards, it won several awards, including Worst Director and Worst Picture. Trank also voiced his displeasure with the final film, blaming the studio's interference, and I will wholeheartedly agree that Fox does not. This was the.
Like, who the fuck is that?
Alright, guys, so I will give you a crash course in this. If you've never seen this film, don't watch it. Don't waste your time. This is apparently Dr. Doom. Or, sorry,
Doom. Just looks atrocious.
It looks absolutely atrocious. I have seen better cosplays than this. I have seen much. Go back up a sec. Go back up a minute. Go back up a sec. Click that full body one.
Here.
Yes. That's his full body. That's what he looks like. And then they give him a shitty cloak. And in the final act of the film, right? You look
Like, I prefer that.
I prefer this. Look at that. That is literally Dr. Doom. You tell me, you look at that, that is Dr. Doom. And here's the thing, the guy who played him, he's Australian. He's an Australian actor.
Yeah.
And you tell me, you look at that,
And then you look at that.
You go look at that, and then you look at the comic book version of him, which looks almost exactly the same. And then you go and look at that monstrosity that was the 2015 one, which I will never understand.
Yep.
That's what pisses me off so much. And it literally... just...
We could keep going on it.
God, I just want to just rip this film a new one because it is so unbelievably bad. It boggles my fucking mind how the hell they just... How the hell did Fox not see this and just think, maybe we should not interfere after what they did? Because you could notice throughout the entire film the reshoots they did, because you could see Kate Mara's wig being freaking being placed in different directions. And that. You want to know how bad it was? All 4 of the cast members went to Comic-Con to do like the kind of like, in plain sight type of thing, like they kind of hide.
No one cared.
No one cared. No one cared. Even when Miles Teller took off his mask and revealed himself, no one gave a shit.
Yep.
The only one that got freaking recognized was Michael B. Jordan, because it's Michael B. Jordan.
Yep.
None of the other cars got recognized because no one gave a shit about this film. And I will never understand how Fox thought that it was going to be a good idea to make the Fantastic Four dark and brutal. What? No. They've never ever been, the entire comic book run of the original Fantastic Four, even until later years, they were still colorful. Their costumes were still bright and colorful. Who the hell thought they'll make them all wear black and weird fucking outfits?
Yeah.
And, oh god, the CGI for when Reed Richards shapeshifts into someone else.
Oh,
I'll
so
never
fucking
get
weird. So weird.
I'd rather go and watch that deleted scene of when Reed Richards in the 2005 film changed into Hugh Jackman Wolverine. I'd rather go watch that scene.
Yeah.
It was deleted, but it was still a lot better than what they did in that film. But anyway, we'll be here all day talking about how terrible that film is. If you want to go watch it, I don't promote piracy here, but try to find a different version. You don't have to pay for it.
Yeah, I agree.
Anyway.
All right.
All right.
With that
let's
down.
continue.
We're at the point with our main topic.
Actually, there is one more that we missed. The Penguin. The teaser trailer for the Penguin.
Yes, the Penguin.
Yes.
Still haven't watched it yet. Do you want to do a reaction while we're here?
Yes, let's do it because again, I am really excited for this.
All right, let me get that all sorted. Give me a minute. Okie dokie. Okay.
All right, let's do it. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a reaction to the Penguin. Let's do it.
Look at this. What that madman did. Listen, Sal. Carmine Falcone's dead. And I'm here now. I'll be calling the shots. The Falcones are still licking their wounds. They're distracted. The business will be ripe for the taking.
My father's been dead a week. You want to take what's mine?
I'm the daughter of the Falcone Don, but he's dead. The family thinks I'm broken. I'm not broken.
You and me, kid. We gotta take whatever we decide is ours. Because no one's gonna give it to us. We're not without a fight.
Penguin, you work for the family. You will do as you're told.
I refuse to let these old men push me aside again. So I'm gonna take from them now. And I'm gonna force them to their knees.
What is it you're really after, Oz?
We're gonna tear down the Empire from the inside out.
You know, Oz, people underestimate you, but not me. I've always known you were capable of more.
God damn it, man.
Damn. Oh man, that was so good. I'm on board. We were talking about this. It gets me off like it gives off. Did you ever watch the film The Untouchables with like Robert De Niro, Kevin Costner, Sean Connery? It gives off vibes like that. It also gives off different other like gangster films like Godfather and Untouchables. It gives off a lot of them. Sopranos as well with the freaking tension between the Falcone and the Marine. And here's the cool thing: that's that guy that we saw there. Do you know who that is? That's literally one of the voices for like. That's the voice of Mr. Krabs.
Oh, you're kidding.
SpongeBob. Yeah, that's the voice of Mr. Krabs.
There you go. Honestly, man, look, this show though, it's looking better and better, and there's a reason why we haven't seen anything or heard anything to do with
Clancy Brown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is why we haven't seen
Clancy
anything
Brown
to
is
do.
the voice
My God.
with the Batman.
Can you stop interrupting?
Oh.
This is why we haven't been seeing or haven't heard any updates to do with the Batman, because he's been focused all of his energy on this show. So once the show comes out, that's when he's got enough time and space to be able to breathe for a second and then go, all right, let's go to the Batman 2.
Yep.
This is technically Batman Part 2. The question is, do you think that we will see Pattinson in this show? If not
That's
him,
a hard question to
Circus.
answer. Maybe Circus? Patterson though, that's a hard stretch. I don't see Robert Patterson doing television shows. Maybe though.
I don't know
towards the
though
end,
if it's in his contract.
if it's in his contract, maybe he might show up towards like the end of the series. But that would be cool. But again, I don't want it to do like Book of Boba Fett did and do an entire episode based on just Batman, because then it takes away the character of the Penguin. This is.
I don't think they will do that, but
no, they're gonna let Penguin. They're gonna let Matt Reeves cook, and you're building up the character of Colin Farrell's Penguin.
Yeah,
which is what I want.
And you know what though? At the end of the day, we're speculating before about who's the villain. Is it going to be Hush? Is it going to be Freeze? Is it going to be Zaz? Is it going to be Clayface?
Could be
this
Penguin.
show could be setting it up for that he's the villain of number 2.
It's the crazy thing about with the Penguin. Okay, everyone just seems to underestimate the Penguin. Never underestimate Oswald Cobblepot. This man has been such a gripe for Batman for many years. I mean, in one comic book line, Batman Year One, or even I think it's like Batman Noel. Oswald is the mayor of Gotham City.
I mean,
He's
they
also
could be teasing that too coming up too.
They could tease that too, where he becomes the mayor. I mean, that would be crazy if they literally made Oswald Cobblepot the mayor. I don't think they're doing that. I think they're gonna make Oswald Cobblepot literally become major crime lord of all of Gotham City. He's basically gonna take over Gotham City and basically rule it from the underground and basically build his empire.
Yeah.
And that's what I love. Also, goddamn, can you believe that's Colin Farrell underneath all that makeup?
Still after all these years since the first one came out, no.
It baffles. The only way I know it's Colin is the eyes. That's it. The rest of him, it gives off. He reminds me so much of Al Capone. That's the look, particularly Robert De Niro's version of Al Capone.
Yeah,
that's why I say The Untouchables, because he reminds you so much of Al Capone, and I think that's what Matt Reeves was going for with the look for this Penguin. Is he wants to look like Al Capone, but also he wants to look like the Penguin.
Yeah,
and I don't think Matt Reeves wanted to go for him. He looks like the Penguin. He wants to look like a normal man, but he's there's some things about him, like he's not obviously a well-looked gentleman. He is he's a very disfigured man, and he's very obese. And the way he walks through, I love the fact that how he walks. He doesn't walk like a normal. He kind of wobbles a little bit,
yeah,
which is exactly like the Penguin.
Yeah,
but he's not some fucking like pushover guy. I mean, for goodness sake, he literally goes nuts on the highway with Batman when he's chasing him.
One of the best car chase scenes I think I've seen in a very long time.
I love that car chase scene. It's so good because it's so realistic. Because there's real explosions.
Yeah.
There's the jump at the end where he catches him. That was real.
Yeah.
That's what makes me so happy about this. It's one of my most rewatched films. I will go back and watch the Batman. Literally, if I want to, I can go back and rewatch it right after this stream because I love this film so much.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, remember
we got to see it the day beforehand.
We got to see it the day beforehand. We sat down when we left that cinema. We were just blown away because we were speechless.
It's a fucking masterpiece, that movie.
We sat down out in the car park outside the cinema, and we just sat there.
We did a live reaction to our walkout of it too, and
it did. We were just stunned. Even I was so stunned walking out. I was like, God damn, Reeves did it. He gave us a masterpiece. He gave us a detective noir film, which what we wanted.
If I could have a feeling back, it would be going to see that again for the first time.
Oh my God, I want that feeling back.
We kind of knew what we were in for, but we didn't know what we were in for. And the way that movie started with the red straight away, it was just quiet and just showed the Batman.
I wasn't expecting that for a Batman
film. Whoa!
You go back and watch Batman.
Like that's instant. Like for me, that's instant of like, oh man, we're in for a fucking treat. Okay, here we go.
Yeah, I go back and think of all the Batman films in the past and the openings for them, and then I go watch the Batman. I'm like, this is something different.
Yeah.
Reeves is giving us like, I feel like I was watching a crime thriller, not a Batman film.
Yep.
And that's why I think it works.
I agree.
I'm so excited for the Penguin. It's reminding me of that feeling of watching the Batman for the first time. That's what I wanted. Colin Farrell's gonna be amazing. This television show is gonna be incredible.
It's
so
gonna be
excited.
great. It's gonna be
I'm
great.
so excited. God damn! And that releases like what, like
This
sometime
September.
this year. This September, yeah. So it's not far away. Like
No.
3 months away.
3 months.
God
3
damn.
months.
All right, keep an eye
All
out
right.
for it. I'm gonna be watching it. Hell yeah! All right, shall we?
Okay, so our main topic for tonight, as you can see in the title of the show, the Man of Steel has returned.
Yep.
Now they're leaked. They're not official,
They're not official. They are leaked. They were on. They were.
but we are going to be showing you. So
yeah, because it's literally been shown everywhere. So, and honestly, DC is not taking down photos because there's no freaking point. The entire world has seen them. These are set photos from James
may we
Gunn's Superman.
introduce to you Superman?
Superman. God damn. Now, before anyone asks, yes, the suit does look baggy, but I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
I purposely love it. I love how this suit looks. It doesn't look like some alien costume. It looks like a uniform. It looks like Superman puts this on to showcase he's Superman. He's a hero, and that's what you want. It's also bright, really bright and colorful. I love the cape. I love the trunks. We're going back to the trunks. Christopher Reeve one, and just.
I was not expecting these photos from you this morning. We were literally only talking last night before.
We were talking about this, saying I want Superman. I want him in the sun. I want good shots. I want to see this suit. And
Literally.
next day, early morning, before I even started my shift, I saw these photos. I was like, oh,
Like 2 hours later.
2 hours later, I am so happy with how this suit looks. Now, again, I know a lot of people are bagging on this suit. Some saying it's terrible. Some saying it just looks like a mess. I'm like, what are you talking about? I love how it looks. I love the suit. I love the symbol.
Well, in this photo, it does not look baggy.
No, it doesn't. Here's the thing, though. Okay? There's a difference between set photos and actual film.
Than what we're going to get in the end, yeah.
Yeah, the suit is going to look baggy. Every single freaking superhero outfit looks baggy. Hell, even freaking, as much as we love Ben Affleck's Batman costume, that suit gets baggy. It's creases. It's natural for fabric to do that. I don't give a shit what people are saying, okay? I've heard some people do breakdowns of videos saying why this costume looks terrible, blah, 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 blah. I don't think it looks terrible. I really don't think it looks terrible.
People saying it looks like a cosplay.
Gorgeous. It does not look like a cosplay. There is probably thousands of dollars put into that suit. If you can pull off that suit, be my guest. Do it. If you want to do the suit like that, do it. It is Superman. David Corenswet worked his freaking ass off to get into this film. And he already looks amazing in this suit. I am so excited for a new Superman.
The part that I loved, so we knew we're getting the red trunks because we saw them in the official release, right?
And now there was another aspect of this suit that I'm really
The one that I've
excited
been calling for and wanting.
And we got it. The symbol is back on the end of the cape. The golden symbol is at the back of the cape again, just like Christopher Reeve's suit from the original Superman from the early 70s. Was it the early 70s? Early 70s? 1978, wasn't it? Like 1973, 1978 when Superman released?
I can tell you. Give me a second.
Yeah, give me a sec. Hang on. Superman. Excuse me, guys. Matt is just over in the corner there, slowly dying.
78.
Wow, 78. Yep. 1978 is when the first Superman film released. I will always love this film. It's a fantastic film. It's got a 94 on Rotten Tomatoes. It is a goddamn masterpiece. A classic film for the ages by Richard Donner. I recommend watching it. If you have not seen the original Superman from 1978, what are you doing here? Go watch it. It's incredible. But back to this suit. I love the gold symbol at the back. I love how it's not just like stitched on fabric like Reeves' suit, even though I love Reeves' suit. it's actually a raised, textured, like symbol, and I think it matches the symbol on the front of his costume. I think it's the same symbol.
Yeah, it is.
Something like, I love how they've gone for a different symbol. They have not just copied the original Superman symbol, which again I don't care. I like the Kingdom Come symbol. I love how they've been more of a modern look and gone for something different than the original, than the classic Superman symbol.
Now-
I think
That's also not the only photos that we got either. We did also get shots of the Daily Planet exterior, which
it reminds me again.
I love
looks
it.
like-
I love
Yeah,
that
I-
look.
Honestly, I think it look. Also, it literally looks like it looks like the one from Superman Returns.
I was thinking that myself actually, with also a little bit of Smallville.
Absolutely.
And then we also have our boy.
We have the legendary Nicholas Holt. Man, he's looking jacked. You
Oh,
were right.
he is.
He's looking jacked. I'm so excited to see him in like a nice, fine, like 5-piece, like like a 3-piece or even a 5-piece suit, literally wandering around fucking LexCorp and just being an evil bastard that Lex Luthor is.
I full on agree.
I'm so excited. I really am. I can't believe that it's kind of crazy. The original Superman from 1978 got a 94. Superman 2 got 83. But when you go look at what the Superman Returns, it's got a 74. I didn't realize that.
Most underrated.
What did Batman vs Superman get?
Well,
29.
it also had the theatrical cut against it though. So
Superman 3. Oh, that was interesting. But I'm honestly so
I
excited.
I actually love Superman Returns.
Yes, I reckon it's a classic. And Brandon Routh's Superman is so good, and he got it. He got his like full on redemption when they did Christ on Infinite Earths on CW and gave him the Kingdom Come suit, and he looked beautiful in it.
Yeah.
I love that suit, and now I'm excited for this. I've had so many different mixed debates about how people feel about it, how they think the suit's a bit too. They don't like the S for it. They think it's a bit too seamless. I'm like, hello, it's Kingdom Come suit. It's a Kingdom Come symbol, but instead of the black and the red, it's just the original.
So we were
colors.
talking earlier this afternoon about this suit and its aspects, right? I get New 52, I get Reeves, I get All-Star Superman, and I get Kingdom Come all into this. New 52, the collar and just the lines on it is very New 52ish. The Reeves stuff, obviously the symbol on the back on the cape, just the color pop, the belt alone, and the trunks, very much Reeves. I guess even the hair, you could kind of say a little bit of Reeves, but he hasn't got the little S thing with his hair.
Yeah, I'm just looking at different. I'm just looking at oh wow, yeah. So there's some really nice shots of the back of the suit. I actually can see it. I got a better.
Can you
photo.
screenshot it and send it through to me?
Yeah, I can. It's a good shot of the back of the suit, particularly with the symbol. I'm just gonna send it to you on Messenger, so I screenshotted it, and I will send that to you right about now. It's on its way. So this is a much more better shot of the suit. Matt's gonna put it up on the screen right now so you can actually see it.
Oh, that is nice shot.
It is a lot better. Like I was not kidding. It's a much more better looking suit, like a shot of the back of the suit. Now Matt's gonna put it up right there. If you can see it, it's the same symbol on the front. I knew I was right. It's the same symbol. I love that. They don't have two separate. They don't have two different symbols. It's the same one.
I like how it drapes around him too.
Oh, I do too. I love the cape. I love how it drapes. It gives him that superhero physique. I do love how the collar sticks up out the back. I do have one gripe with the suit.
Yeah.
I don't like the front of the suit, how it kind of tucks in to the suit. I would like gold clasps on where the cape sits instead of just going into the suit. It just kind of. I like a little gold clasp, but again, that's just me. That's just me. That's just my personal opinion about it. But again, I purposely oh wow, yeah, it straight up looks gorgeous. But not only that, in that shot I just sent you a screenshot of, in that same photo, when you go back a bit, there's another superhero that's actually just behind him in the other shots.
Yeah, there is.
We've been talking about Superman suit, but let's talk about this. That's Mr. Terrific. That is Mr. Terrific.
I honestly forgot he was in this movie.
Yeah, he's in this movie. Also, Guy Gardner, Hawk Girls.
Look, if these are what they're like, dude, I can't wait to see Lantern.
Oh, dude, I'm so excited to see Lantern. They're gonna showcase shots of him soon. I'm on board.
Give me a minute. I'm gonna bring up another photo because they weren't the only ones that we also got photos of.
I will say this, so there's a couple of people, particularly I've seen I've seen some people who kind of showcase it as well. Yeah, it's a bit of a small shot, but it's basically Lois Lane, and it's Lois Lane.
Yeah, there's Lois. There's our first look of
There's
Lois.
Lois right there with Superman. If you see back there,
There he is there, and then right
There's
here.
the boy right there. There's two together. I've literally seen like a bunch of different shots. Like I've seen much different people, kind of look at the suits now. Already, there's people comparing Cavill's suit.
Her outfit here, right?
It reminds me a lot of her. It's like one of her iconic.
It
outfits.
actually reminds me a lot more of who played her? Give me a minute. Reminds me more of. Give me a second. It reminds me of Kate Bosworth's version of Lois Lane.
Yes, it does, from Superman Returns.
Yeah. You know what, though? She was a good Lois. I think she gets a bad rap. I think everyone in that movie gets a bad rap.
Yeah, even friggin' what's his name? Fucking who
Spacey?
played her husband?
Oh, James Marsden.
James Marsden, yeah, he gets a bad rap as well because, ironically enough, when it comes to James Masters, he left X-Men because everyone was shitting on him in Cyclops to do Superman Returns.
That's right.
Ouch. Look, we're not going to try and judge James Masters' choices in acting because, again, we don't know James Masters. We don't. But here's the thing, though. When it comes to the X-Men films, man, they did Cyclops dirty in those original films. They did him so dirty. Like, and considering of how awesome Cyclops is in the animated series, particularly of X-Men 97, and just how much of a badass he is, why do him dirty? What did he do? What did Cyclops do? For goodness sake.
I am hearing something too. Not to do with this movie, but to do with another Superman project. I did see it earlier today, but I'm taking it with a grain of salt. But we are seeing a certain someone show up in season 4 of Superman and Lois.
Yeah, they're getting up to the final episode.
I'm gonna bring up who it is. And honestly, though, it makes sense that she'd be in it. Here. I'm hearing rumors that this one is popping up in season 4.
I'm 100% on board. I loved her as Supergirl. I still think she was an incredible Supergirl. I'm really, really excited to see the new Supergirl in Superman, in James Gunn's Superman. I'm really excited.
She in it?
Yes, apparently the actress who played young Rhaenyra Targaryen is going to be in Superman.
Yeah, right. Let's have a look at this casting again, because it's been a while since I've had a look.
She's Australian.
Oh yeah, Millie Alcock, Kara Zor-El,
Yes.
Supergirl.
Yep, she's playing Supergirl, and she was also young Daenerys Targaryen.
Was she really?
Yeah.
Oh yes, I see. Yeah, right. So we've got Kara Zor-El, we've got Hawk Girl, we've got Guy Gardner. That's right, because we've got Cat Grant in this now as well. And we've got Metamorpho, Maxwell Lord, Mr. Terrific. the engineer. Yeah, look, I am really excited for this movie. You have
I am
no
too.
idea. After seeing things and hearing things, I am so down.
I'm down.
I cannot wait. I can honestly
same
not
here.
wait for this.
Yeah,
Um,
straight up, I'm so excited for this because, like, I mean, look, people are gonna shit on this film. People are gonna like rip on the suit and that. Just guys, humor us for a second. What you're seeing is set photos. These aren't official photos from DC, and James Gunn, from any of the from any of the Superman marketing. Okay, I don't care what people say. People are going to be like going, "Oh, it's too baggy," or "It looks like a CW suit." Of course, it looks like a CW suit because you're literally getting set photos taken from a mobile phone somewhere, some with a digital camera. For God's sake,
I think that we should all just wait.
for the trailer, wait for a trailer. For God's sake,
Um,
I keep saying "for God's sake" a lot. I need
look,
to change
there is a
that.
few things that I do have issues with.
Oh, okay, this is new.
Look, the only thing really is that it's because I'm gonna read it up. Hang on. Um,
What do you got?
uh, what I did here, was that the reason Superman and Lois is finishing is because they didn't want to have two Supermans going at the same time.
Yeah, that's exactly why. That's the yeah. That's a gripe I have personally because
Superman and Lois is honestly one of the best TV shows that we've got out right now.
Same here. I agree.
I actually really need to catch up on it, but
Same here. I do.
I remember when I first watched that, I told you, man, I was like, dude, you need to fucking watch this.
I do need to
This
watch
thing,
it.
this thing is insane.
It's a good show. It honestly is a good show. I really need to finish it, and I think I will. Once all the episodes are out, I do want to sit down and watch it because I think Tyler Hoechlin gave us probably one of the best versions of Superman, particularly from his time in Supergirl to literally up to with what we have with this news with the new episode with the new series they did. I love how they separated themselves from the CW universe with Arrow and all that, and made their own show and made it better.
I think Superman really works on TV, to be perfectly honest.
It does. It does. He really does.
I think more so than Batman. I mean, I love Batman's TV shows. Don't get me wrong.
I will be judging you on that because some of Batman television shows are
Shut the fuck
god-awful.
up. The 60s Batman is amazing. I don't care what you say.
60s Batman, yes, that is the exception. I'm talking more about the modern day stuff they do for Batman. Gotham Knights, anybody?
That's not really Batman, though. That's Gotham Knights.
Yeah, but they include Batman, so it's a Batman-related show, and I don't care what you say. Also, freaking Titans, first series of Titans.
No. Titans still is fantastic.
No, here's the thing. Titans themselves are awesome. The Batsuit that they decided to put together for that television show.
You barely saw it, though.
I saw behind-the-scenes photos, and that was enough for me to know that.
Yeah, but you in the show itself, though, you barely see it.
Yeah, I know.
They made that for a silhouette more than anything.
Oh, it's a terrible freaking one.
It's still better than Gotham, though. So.
About Gotham. We don't talk about Gotham at all. We literally don't talk about Gotham because it had one of the worst Batsuits. Actually, no, scratch that.
I will show you though. That was a very underrated Superman series, and
was it called Superboy?
No, and it was it kind of felt like it was connected to the Snyderverse. Give me a minute.
Until then, guys, I'll be telling you if you ever watch Gotham, just watch it and just skip the end because it shows off the worst Batsuit of all time. What's that? What is it?
It's Krypton.
Oh, Krypton, man. Krypton is... Oh, man, I love Krypton. Krypton is super underrated.
It was a really good show.
It was a really good show. It got cancelled way too early.
Well, the
Because even-
ultimate Superman TV show though is Smallville.
Well, it always will be. I don't think anybody else got Superman in his younger years right, in my opinion.
And the other biggest, best Superman show is, we were talking earlier, the animated series.
Yeah, absolutely. I really love the animated series. I'm just looking at
And you know,
Krypton
you know what's also the best Superman game? What's the best Superman game, Tyler?
Superman Returns.
I actually really do like that game, but I was thinking 64. No, Superman Returns though is a really good go. A really, really
It's
good
a
game.
good,
though.
awesome PS2 game. And I really love that game. I would love to play that game again.
I would
if
love
get
to
it
have a new
after.
Superman game.
I love that too.
I would love a new Superman game, done by
Just
the
not for-
guys that did Arkham. Like, I would love that studio to do it.
No.
Why?
After what they did with Suicide Squad, hell no. I'm not giving it to Rocksteady. Hell frigging no.
If it's not a play live service, I think they could do it. I think it was just I think Warner Brothers forced that onto them. But
No, Warner Brothers had a big hand in, but also Rocksteady had a big hand too. In fact, I don't trust either department. Sorry, when it comes to Suicide Squad, I will do my own type
that's
video
fine.
for that. It's
But
terrible.
I do think that storytelling wise, they wouldn't smash a Superman story. I mean, the closest to
but
a
it's also
Superman,
really-
the closest we got to a Superman game recently is Injustice. Fantastic
But
storyline,
here's the thing, that
but
it's really,
still,
it's really hard to do a Superman game considering of how much of an indestructible character Superman is.
I agree. And that's probably the main reason why we haven't got one. But doesn't mean you can't find workarounds.
I do love as well, like with the Unreal Engine 5 test demo they did with the Matrix. Some people were taking it and actually making it.
Yeah, they modded it and put Superman into it.
Yeah,
It was
and they couldn't
fantastic.
they couldn't actually put Superman in because again, copyright stuff. DC would fucking sue them to the wazoo.
Well, they modded it, and
They
it was, but
modded it and just made him look like Superman with the cape and everything. Just no S there's no S for Superman on the chest. I also loved how the Unreal Engine can do it. It literally gave us like awesome flying mechanics, gave the wind effects to Superman. It looked really cool. And honestly, I reckon Unreal Engine 5 is going to be an absolute powerhouse for gaming. And if they do decide to do a Superman, then use Unreal Engine 5. I think it'd be perfect for it. A great freaking little test demo to showcase how powerful this engine can be by giving us a whole expansive world. Like, can you imagine having a Superman game and you can just go fly from Earth out into space?
it'd be great. It would be
We thought
great.
we could do that with Superman Returns.
Like,
In fact,
that's how
that
you
gets
could do
us-
it. Like, when you're really, really low on health, right?
You can go up to space.
You
and
go up in
go
space,
Earth.
rejuvenate, and then you come back down. Like,
Yeah.
you could probably
Maybe
do
that's
that.
how they could do it. That Superman has to go recharge
Yeah,
in the sun. It'd
yeah.
Be a testament to his comic book origins.
Or if that's how he dies, like that's your loading screen.
He got his
After he
floating
dies, you go back. He's just around the
floats up
sun.
to space and he recharges and he comes back down and he goes absolutely demolish the guy
Yeah.
that killed him. Or sorry, depowered him. Just don't make every single enemy like have kryptonite because that's not fair.
Let's talk about Lex.
That would
for a
be
minute.
so unfair.
Let's talk about Lex.
All
for
right,
a
let's
minute.
talk about Lex Luthor. Nicholas
Um,
Holt. God
We
damn,
were
I'm
talking.
s-
We
I'm-
were talking about it this afternoon.
Yeah,
You
we
want.
talked
You
about-
want this. You want the power armor.
I want the power suit. I don't care what you say. I know you don't want to see it. I want to see it.
I just think it's early for it.
No, I don't think it's early for it. I reckon Lex has been working on this for a while. And also remember that this is meant to be an established Superman. It's not an origin one.
Oh, I know that. I just still think it's just still needs to be set up properly.
I reckon that they're going to do that. I reckon they're going to set it up properly. I reckon Lex has already been working on this suit. He knows about Superman. He wants to take him down. He doesn't want to. He's tried everything he can, like, sending other things to him. And he finally decides enough's enough. I'm going to go deal with this myself and puts on his power suit and goes to freaking absolutely demolish Superman.
See,
Here's the thing.
this is where I'm saying I think that deserves to be at least for a sequel. They'll
No.
definitely show it in this movie, like as a tease. I don't think he'll use it.
I don't know. Look, honestly, whatever do, but personally, in my opinion, I want to see that damn suit. It's about high time Lex Luthor gets his power suit. he has only been in films where he literally gets like, that has kryptonite. He's already, he beats up a freaking weakened Superman, or he uses his freaking cunning to get around and be smart and stuff like that. And again, the Smallville series,
Resurrects Doomsday.
Oh god, resurrects Doomsday or some shit. Which again, we're going to talk about Jesse Eisenberg's version of Lex Luthor, because that's not Lex Luthor. That's just some weird yakko.
That's Alexander Luthor.
Yeah, and it's not Lex. And also, I hated Jesse Eisenberg's Lex. Poor miscasting. He was so miscast. I didn't like.
I think at the end he was alright. Like when they teased him, when they teased him with Deathstroke and everything like that, I was like, ooh.
So cool in the end of Justice League. I love that. I want to see Deathstroke, but now we'll never see Joe Manganiello's Deathstroke.
I wouldn't say never.
Look, you can never say never, but also at the moment, I don't think they want to do anything with Deathstroke yet, because again, they already tried stuff with him with Zack Snyder's Justice League, and
I mean, they might bring it in for the Brave and the Bold.
Yeah, with the Bold, but I don't know. Give us different. Give us like, goodness gracious, man. Give us like villains, Batman villains for Brave and the Bold. I'd love to see.
See, that's where the issue is before, what we were talking about with Batman villains. Like, we don't know which one's going to do what.
Well, here's the thing. I forgot one villain we were talking about for the Batman.
Yeah.
I forgot a villain. And it's not just a villain, it's a group. The Court. The Court of Owls would be absolutely
I don't think we're going to get that in the second one. I reckon that's the be-all, end-all of the trilogy.
I don't know, though. Look,
I reckon the Court of Owls will be the trilogy defining ending of the Reeves universe.
Of the Reeves universe, yeah, I reckon the Reeves universe is going to do absolutely awesome. Whoever
but
they're going to set up the Court.
For Brave and the Bold, though, it's very interesting because we still also don't know who Superman is. Not Superman, the Batman is for that world too. So, and I think that's what I was saying earlier about like how it's just bullshit that Superman and Lois has to end because they don't want to have two different Supermans going at the same time. You've got two different Batmans going at the same time, and no one's going to be confused. So why couldn't we have it? We have our TV version, and we've got our movie version. But
I don't know.
Whatever.
It's silly. I reckon it's silly. But again, it might be because it's different with Batman, because Batman wears a mask, and it's different looks of the suit and that. Whereas a Superman, it's kind of hard to do considering that he doesn't
still
wear a mask.
Two different Batmans though.
I know. It's still different Batmans and that, but hey.
Anyway, tell us what you guys think. Are you guys excited for Superman? Because that's what it's called. It's not called Superman Legacy anymore.
It's not called Superman Legacy.
It's just called Superman. So let us know what you guys think. Are you a fan of the suit or are you not? I am personally a fan of the suit, and I'm very much looking forward to this movie.
Yeah, 1,000%. I'm on board. I've been on board since day one, and I'm now on board more than ever. I'm excited for this film.
Yeah, so am I. I cannot wait.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I guess that's really the end of the show. I mean, do you have any gaming news that you want to talk about, or?
Let me see. Let me just check my articles and that. We got no.
I don't think so, because kind of. Oh, fuck! Yes, there is.
What do we got?
We need to talk about the Direct.
We didn't talk about Nintendo Direct. We didn't get a chance. You were still sick when the Direct happened. So Nintendo Direct just happened recently. We got a bunch of games. Well, you have a new Zelda game coming. It's called Zelda. It's called The Legend of Zelda: Echoes of Wisdom.
Oh, dude, I'm so excited.
I am too. I reckon it's great. Zelda's getting her own game. I'm on board for her own game. I reckon she. Look, I'll be honest. I reckon she deserves her own game. Like Princess Peach just had her own game, with Princess Peach Showtime, and then now Zelda's getting her own game, and it's also in the same art style as Link's Awakening.
And we have a date too. We have that game is coming out on September 26th. Dude, I'm excited for it. It looks gorgeous.
Yeah.
You were right. It looks like it's a cross between Link's Awakening and kind of like A Link to the Past, though, as well.
Yeah, I love that too.
But it's got like it's definitely got elements of um, Breath of the Wild to it, like the way you use your stamina and all that stuff.
Yeah,
I'm excited for that. We also have a new Mario and Luigi game, Brotherhood. Brothership, is coming. On
Brothership?
7th of November. Yeah, Brothership, the new Mario Luigi.
That's right. Yes, the Mario and Luigi. It's literally meant to be like a continuation of that same franchise.
About time. It's been about 10 years since the last one.
Yeah.
We're also getting a new Super Mario Party called Super Mario Party Jamboree. And that will be coming out on October 17th.
Let's do it.
We have got basketball coming as a free update this summer to Nintendo Switch Sports.
Wait, they're actually still doing updates for that game?
Yeah, apparently.
Game still exists, apparently.
January 16th next year, we are getting Donkey Kong Country Returns HD.
I'm on board. I love the original. I love Donkey Kong Country. It's one of my favorites.
We now have a Nintendo 64 mature part of the Nintendo Switch Online expansion pass. And available now is Perfect Dark and Turok Dinosaur Hunter. Not only that, on Game Boy Advance Nintendo Switch Online, we have Metroid Zero Mission and The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past 4 Swords.
Oh, wow. Dude, we have some awesome games coming up. Like, particularly for Nintendo. I'm really excited for it.
There is a free update coming. A free update is out now for Disney Illusion Island. We also get a new crewmate and imposter roles for Among Us. We also have Metal Slug Attack Reloaded, which is out now.
We're also getting a freaking Among Us television show.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, we spoke about that.
Yeah, I'm laughing over that. I can't believe that's actually happening.
In 2 days, we are getting Luigi's Mansion 2 HD remaster, arriving June 27th. Also available to pre-order now is Darkest Dungeon 2, which is available July 15th. And July 18th, we are getting Nintendo World Championship, the NES edition. And September 6th, we are getting Ace Attorney's Investigations Collection.
So some interesting games coming out. Like, goddamn, we're getting some really good freaking games that are coming out for particularly the Nintendo Switch. Look, I'm excited more than ever for Turok because I love Turok. I used to play that on my 64 way back in the day, and to be able to play that again is really cool. And also, I don't think you could ever beat Perfect Dark. I love Perfect Dark.
We're looking forward to the new one, so.
Yeah, same here. I'm really excited for the new one. I'm excited for the new one.
What else got announced was that Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection Arcade Classics is coming to Switch.
That is still a fair whack away.
Mm-hmm. What else? Yes, we also we got another look at Lego Horizons Adventure.
And that is still like there's so many games coming out. How do we get the time to play all these games?
I know, right? What else? Give me a second. Fantasian is finally making the jump from Apple Arcade to Switch. A brand new indie art game was shown as well called Mio for Memories in Orbit. Hello Kitty is also coming. It's called Hello Kitty Island Adventure. Pretty much, it's a Hello Kitty version of Animal Crossing.
Okay, cool.
We got a Looney Tunes Wacky World of Sports, which revealed. Dragon Quest 3 HD 2D remake was finally shown again and dated, and that'll be coming out November 14th. But a Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD 2D remake was also announced, and that will be coming out sometime next year. But I think the biggest takeaway, though, we only didn't get a Zelda game. We're also getting a Zelda Switch Lite Hyrule Edition.
Yeah, it's a brand new type of. It's literally a brand new type of like Switch. I am already on board for it. It looks fucking cool.
Before we go to the main one of that though, because I'm pretty sure you want to talk about it, Stray was revealed to be coming for Nintendo Switch.
Yes, literally, probably one of my favorite platformers. You literally just play as a cat, and it's really cool because all the stuff you see in the game, what that cat's doing when you control him, they actually did that. It's actually a real cat. They got motion capture for it and recorded everything, so it's pretty much as what a real cat would do. Um, if you have not played Stray, it's available on Xbox, it's available on PS4, and soon to be available on
Switch.
Nintendo Switch, which you can play Stray on the go. It's a fun little game. I love playing it.
Now, the biggest takeaway from the direct, though, it closed with our first look, finally, at Metroid Prime 4.
Metroid Prime 4
Beyond.
Goddamn.
Finally,
holy
after
shit.
like 7
Finally,
years.
After yeah, exactly that long. Like what was it?
They announced it 7 years ago.
7 years. Holy shit! It's too long, and now we're getting it. It's finally happening. I am 1,000% on board. I said a lot about this, but I mean it because I love Metroid. I love playing friggin' Metroid Dread. That was so much fun. But now we're going back to what Metroid is. Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. How good did that gameplay look? Even though it's still in active development, it looks really good. And Dead Set, you and I talked about it. I think this is going to be a Switch 2
I think
launch
it's a
title.
Switch. I think it's a Switch 2 launch title.
I reckon it's going to be a Switch 2 launch title. Just like how
The first part of
the
the trailer looks like it would just be a regular Switch game, but it was that final part with
Final
where he's in
part,
the
yeah.
forest, where it's in the forest, and
That
that didn't look
looks-
like it was Switch.
Yeah,
That looked
that
like
didn't look like it's strict on the Switch.
that looked like a new Switch.
Yeah. So we have speculated a lot about the next Switch game when it comes out. We don't know when. We have absolutely no idea when this new Switch is going to come out. But here's the thing:
Oh, it's next
When it
year.
does
We know
come
that.
out, I
We
reckon-
know that it's next year.
we know that. But when they're going to reveal it, though, I don't think they're going to reveal it this year. You
I
were
think
talking
they
about
will.
That.
I think they will.
You reckon they will?
I think it will
What,
be
the last-
revealed in November.
November. You reckon they'll be the
It's
last?
it's like the best way I think I can describe it. It's like Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire. It was the worst kept secret in Hollywood.
Oh God, that was that. Yeah, absolutely.
You know, and it's the same with the Switch 2. We already know about it. We know that it's there. We know this is a thing. We've known
just
about
don't
it
know
for
what
like
it
a
looks
year or
like.
two now.
Yeah, we just don't know what it looks
We
like.
know that there've been dev kits out there. We know that they're trying to target at least 4K. We know that it can apparently it can run PlayStation 4 type style games.
Which is a big, massive hurdle for the Switch to overcome.
So it's there. We just need to see it. We need to see the official announcement. And I do think November. You can't keep saying, "Oh no, it's we won't be announcing the next successor." We
No.
know it's a thing.
We know it's real. We know it's legit. We know that there's, again, as you said, we know it's legit. We know there's dev kits. We know that they're keeping it hidden in that because they're still working on it. And I really hope it's this year. I want it to be this year because
We
wanna
won't
see
get
what
it this
thing
year,
looks like.
but I reckon November for a March release. If not March
Yeah.
release,
Yeah.
if we don't hear in November, we'll hear in March, and then
Yeah.
we'll see it in November next year. We will have our
I'm-
hands on it November next year.
Yeah, 1,000%. I reckon November 2. I hope so. That's because that's when the next direct is meant to happen.
Oh, it's not meant to, but it's just rumored.
Speculated. It's rumored. So, we will keep you updated.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness. God, I can't stop yawning. God, that was a long day. But, we'll keep you updated on Nintendo Switch 2. Any updates on that when we get to November, potentially for a direct.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed. God damn.
All right.
That was,
Well,
that's it.
that's it for us tonight. I'm gonna go probably watch some Superman animated series or Superman Lois.
I'm gonna go get some food.
But in the meantime, you guys can follow us at TikTok and Twitch at the Pixelated Popcorn Podcast and YouTube Pixelated Popcorn Podcast. Same on Facebook as well. Tyler, where can they follow you?
Excuse me. They can find me at Yawns Are Us because I can't stop freaking yawning. But you can actually find me at Talon Cos over on Instagram. I am on a bit of a hiatus at the moment. I've had to take a bit of a step back from Instagram. It's kind of been rattling in my brain. So
Really? Like you were live streaming?
yeah, but I felt it kind of get a hold of me a bit because I do let social media get to my head sometimes. So I have to like post and like I get, I just worry about the analytics and followers and that, and I've got to just take a step back. So I'm taking a bit of a hiatus. I'm replying to DMs and like just scrolling my feed and that, but I'm not really posting on my story. I'm taking a bit of a step back, and it has really helped.
Yeah, right.
It has helped me a lot, where I don't like kind of stress and feeling anxious and have my anxiety spiking and that. I felt myself a bit more calmer. So I think it's been doing a good thing for me. So I'm going to keep doing it just for a little while longer until I feel like myself again.
But what is your handle?
Sorry, guys. I'm Talon Cos. So you can find me over there on Instagram. So that's Talon, TALON_Cos. I post a whole bunch of different cosplays and that because of events.
That's also the same as TikTok too, isn't it?
Yeah, same as TikTok as well. Honestly, I've got some events coming up this year. They're pretty important. I've got Icon Photo Fest in Tassie. I'm going to, and I got PAX this year as well. And before anybody asks, I have thought of the cosplays I'm going to be taking, and yes, one of them is going to be Pyramid Head. How the hell I'm going to do it? Stay tuned. Trying to figure that fucking thing out. But I may have an idea. I'll tell you more about that later.
Yep. And
All
you
right,
guys
guys.
can follow me at Smart Talk, or
That's
Imagine Pixels.
technology. Yeah.
Yeah. So TikTok is Smart Talk for all technology stuff based. I actually need to hop back on there. It's been a while. I need to do the
record a
review.
new episode for the
I've
podcast.
been struggling to wrap my head around how to do the proper review for the Smart Ring, which I've now had for a month.
I was
So
gonna say, you literally had that Smart Ring for a month. When's a new episode coming out for this? Because like you've had it for quite a while.
yeah, so I need to work back on that, but I will get there very shortly. But other than that, that's it. Yeah. Well, until the next time, guys. My name's Matt.
And my name's Tyler.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.